Howdy do, fella kids. It is the professional Hadouid here, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm doing a first ride on the 2020 Kawasaki Z-400. And I'll tell you what, I've actually been waiting a good little bit to actually ride this bike. I mean, for whatever reason, they sell like hotcakes. And with this color scheme, I feel like this bike's not going to be here very long. And, well, what is here, you might ask? That would be Freedom Power Sports up here in Canton, Georgia. They have a really nice inventory, including this here, the Z400, and a bunch of others. So if you guys are in the area, or if you're not, be sure you come check them out. Be sure to tell them I sent you. So this is obviously the Z variant of the Ninja 400. I have ridden the Z400, and I will leave the link to that video in the description below. So, if you want to check that out and possibly compare the two, then, feel free to do that. As far as styling goes, I actually do prefer this over the Ninja 400. I mean, maybe it's just this color, because I think this looks nice and bright. It almost looks like it's doing 80 miles an hour just sitting here. Alright. And with all that out of the way, let's hop on this thing. Let's get her cranked up. And of course this thing is dead silent. Alright, starting out. Actually, first things first, let's fix the mirror situation. Now with that fixed, I can actually see who's losing. Alright, so starting out, this has such an easy clutch. So with that being said, like, I don't know if you can see, I'm just going to do a one finger. You can see where it grabs. It's really early, which will really help you out if you're just starting out. I'm definitely interested to see how, you know, the rideability differs from the Ninja 400. Obviously, alright, here we go. Actually, that little acceleration isn't too bad. Alright, I thought I would be able to see out of that mirror, but I really can't. And thanks, Mr. Ultima, for pulling out and then doing like 5 miles an hour. I just really appreciate that. And it's also like a fairly light bike, so if it starts to go over on you, it's pretty manageable to correct that without it, I don't know, pinning your leg on the ground, and then that's just not a good time. As far as specs go, this has a 399cc twin parallel engine that cranks out, I believe, 44 horsepower, which isn't too bad, especially for a nice little starter bike. But sitting here in traffic, it's not too bad. I can flat foot it, so it's not a tall bike, and I'm 5'10", depending. It really depends on the day, but I believe today I'm 5'10". So, and I'm able to flat foot it very comfortably on both sides. Is this light gonna turn green or what? Thank you. It's extremely agile, so you can dart around the idiots that live in your area. And, you know, I mean, pretty much every area has those idiots. Alright, cornering. Cornering's good. It's really agile. I mean, it has, a pretty thin tire in the back. The handling's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie there. I actually kind of enjoyed that. I would say that this almost classifies as a beginner bike, but this is really a bike that anyone of any skill level can get on and have fun on. Whether you are literally just starting out and this is your first bike, or say if you've been riding for like 20 years and you kind of stop for a little bit and you need something to have some fun on, this would not be a bad option. Uh-oh. Somebody died. My hopes and dreams. So we're gonna see exactly just how well it does on the interstates or a highway or whatever you call it. So on the Ninja 400, it has a top speed of roughly 121. I wouldn't doubt if this has roughly the same amount, but it doesn't have quite as much fairings. Yeah, let's say that. And you can definitely tell, because with the Ninja 400, there's fairings in the front that really help deflect wind better, and on the sides. And with this, this up here doesn't really do a whole lot as far as wind deflection goes. Sure wish I could see out of that mirror, but right now I'm keeping up with traffic. I mean, I'm not full throttle, obviously, but if you really had the hankering for the speed, then you look in your mirror that I can't quite figure out how it works. Get in the lane and pass the 4-cylinder Mustangs. But like, even at like about 85 miles an hour, this thing feels extremely planted, and it feels good. You don't feel like extremely sketched out. But I wouldn't recommend getting to this speed until you're ready. Or even the highway, really. Alright, so highway riding. The only real complaint that I have is I feel like since this is such a light bike, that like a good gust of wind will almost make you involuntarily change lanes. But I would actually highly recommend this bike for anyone starting out. And as much as I hate to say it, this only cost $800 more than my Honda Monkey, and you get a hell of a lot more bike for that. And trust me, you can beat the ever-living piss out of a Kawasaki and it won't give up on you. I say that because I have near about 10,000 miles on my Z-125, and it's still going. And trust me, it has what you would call city miles, meaning I was beating the ever-living piss out of it about every single mile of those 10,000 miles. So if you're looking for a first bike, and say if you don't even really know how to ride yet, I would say this is a really good bet, because you can flat foot it on both sides. It's a light bike, and it's got power to where you really won't get tired of it too terribly quick. Okay. I actually thoroughly enjoy this thing. And as you can see, it does have ABS to, you know, help you if you do accidentally do any panic squeezes and you really don't want to fly over the handlebars. So it will prevent that for you. I'm gonna say it. In my opinion, this is the best starter bike out there. If someone says, hey, I should start out on something, don't start out on a 125. Get you something that you can pretty much grow into until you feel like you need a 600 or whatever. I feel like I'm gonna sound kind of redundant here. Oh no. Oh boy. What do you want? But if you guys are looking for a starter bike, look no further. So that is where I'm going to start wrapping up today's video. As you can see, I have people that are waiting on me. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure you show some support by dropping a like. If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button. And most importantly, be sure you hit that booty. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.